I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. Good evening. How are you? Storm force winds, rain, lightning, hail, but most important, chocolate. Cold?
Huh?
How's that, Vincent, for your cough?
Sounds alright.
Ooh, cold weather, but you think this is a small bar of chocolate, don't you? It's an enormous bar of chocolate. But there's two, not one. So they're both 350 grams. Half pound. So these are well over a pound of chocolate. You could smell the chocolate. Good morning, Scarlett. Now you think these are just small bars of chocolate? Check out that. That's 350 grams or over a pound of chocolate. Crunchy, that one. But wait, there's more. Another big bar. Hazelnut, fruit nut. 350 grams. You can work it out on your Google, but I think it's over a pound of chocolate. I mean, look at that. That's enough for a nighttime snack for a balding Assyrian closet gay. Maybe you'd have a couple of them. That's big chocolate. And half this size normally costs $6. So a bar about that big. This is twice the size. Yeah, twice the size. And they're $3 each. Yeah. I think I found the mother load. I think I'll go back tomorrow and get another 100. What do you reckon? We might go and get a few more of these.
Yeah.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate. There's a glass and a half in every bar. Well, in this bar, there's probably 3. In fact, I can feel the cow. Oh. Look at the size of those buggers. Look how big my hands are. I feel like I'm a midget. Beautiful chocolate. Well, the storm came in tonight, blew its bum off. Unbelievable. Lightning, thunder, hail. But Like everybody who's prepared, we have our rations. Yes. So there's a bar of chocolate for Mr. Angel and a bar of chocolate for me. $3. American, that's $2.20 American to buy a bar this big. As big as me damn head. I definitely think we're going to get another 10 or 20. Sound ridiculous? Not really.
What's the use by date?
Use by date. Good question.
Because then that's gonna wait for Christmas.
Where am I supposed to? It says best before. Oh, it's in that very light printing. Be damned. 2024. I can just see the date.
This one says 2020. That's
Check,
alright.
check that one out. It must be 22. Yeah, no, we got lots of grandkids and Christmas.
Present.
Yeah, whack it in the bottom of a gift. Put the gift on top. But mind you, chocolate in our house, you've just said it, Scarlett, chocolate in our house is best before tomorrow. But you could buy, seriously, 50 of them.
I think that's 2020 as well.
Well, that's another year away, isn't it? We could eat a chocolate bar a day, 365 days of the year.
Yeah, put them away as emergency gifts or put some out at Christmas.
No, but something like that, like I say, a good way to do big bars of chocolate like this. When you've got a box and you're going to give someone a gift, g'day Jojo, you put that in the bottom of the box, put the gift on top, they get the gift and go, ooh, chocolate as well. So if they think it's a crappy gift, they're always going to smile anyway when they get down the bottom of the box. It's probably my favourite is the fruit and nut. The size of them bars of chocolate, Jojo. And it's not the camera angle. It's about £1 and a bit of chocolate. $3 Aussie. About $2.20 American. You could field an army of Assyrian Oompa Loompas with one of them bar of chocolates per day. A whole legion. Raisins and nuts, yeah. Actually, I also like rum and raisin ice cream. Don't get it a lot. Mr. Angel, I'm going to adopt nub you. Well, I've seen your fingers on the keyboard, and you're definitely smooth, but you're very small, Jojo. You're only about that big. In fact, you weigh no more than a bar of chocolate.
Yep.
So, I'll just grab you, pull you up the beanstalk, stick your butt up the top in the cave. Go up there, Jojo. Run out. Oh, fuck you. Well, I didn't kill you. Just nabbed you to the top of the beanstalk and put you in a cave.
No, talk about it because you said he was so small.
All right, Jojo, I'll rephrase that. You're not small, you're lithe. You're lithe.
Oh, yeah, you can. Cakes, you have some people melt them down and make a cake or icing.
I like getting chocolate bars, all different sorts, and chopping them up or grating them really small, and just get plain vanilla ice cream. So you got crunchy, you got a bit of Snicker, a bit of some Mars bar, a bit of flake, you name it. Half a dozen. Quickly whip it all up and whack it in the fridge for a day. I have a feeling though, just an inkling, that one of these bars of chocolate is going to get seriously hurt tonight.
Well, I don't eat that one.
You don't eat fruit and nut?
No.
That's mine. What about crunchy? You don't like crunchy either?
I eat come on, I eat crunchy.
Oh well, guess that's not mine.
I like the chocolate with just nut. It's the fruit part in that I don't like.
Okay.
But the rest I would eat. I could suckle around it and give you the fruit.
No, that's all right. We get on the desert island and I've got 300 bars of fruit and nut. Was I on that crazy? I popped in briefly. For me, it got a little bit distasteful. Not your doing, Jojo, but
He wasn't in there long, Jojo. Because
yeah, I said
didn't
g'day to you
understand
and
yeah, didn't understand it.
I could get where it was going, but it's irrelevant to do it in public. Rice Krispies, yeah. Yeah, they're called crunchies here too. It's like a blue bar of chocolate, isn't it, Scarlett? Like rice bubbles.
Yeah, that's different. Crunchy is different.
Oh no, this is, yeah, no, she knows this is a different crunchy.
Yeah.
This is like the chocolate bar crunchy, you know?
We have one that actually has those Rice Krispies in it as well.
That's called crunchy. That's what it's called here. I suppose the brief time I was in your hangout, Jojo, what I can say is I barely know that young fella, but he's a great example of mid-20s, early 30s, who just seems so damn immature.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's like very immature in regards to, you know, trying to explain himself and then dropping off in tone of voice and not being confident.
More the fact wanting to be accepted and will do anything.
Probably a bit of that.
Will do anything to be liked.
Hello, Hannah. Wrap your laughing gear around one of them, Hannah. Seriously. But the one thing that I did hear you say, Jojo, and he didn't answer, was you know, you were alluding to consequences. In other words, you can make mistakes in life, but there's a payment. It's not, oh, I own my shit. No, you're then based from that level platform, from when you were shitty.
And takes a long time to
And
trust.
it doesn't mean you can rub it away. Like, okay, I own my shit. I'm all good now, yeah? No, there's a payment for making mistakes. We all make them, but there's a cost. So what it boils down to is that the reflection I got in a very short period of time was seeing another representative of the 20 to 30-year-olds who are damn immature, very immature.
Oh yeah, Hannah. My niece is called Hannah.
Yep. And our other sister's called Barbera, Hanna-Barbera. No, the cartoon. No, I'm kidding.
No, your one's Lena.
Lena.
It's hard in situations that you did that stream, Jojo. Some of it okay out in public because everyone knows now, but the rest of it should have been done in private.
Oh, look, I mean, I wouldn't mess around if anyone delved into my personal life to harm me or my family. I'd end you.
And
one way or another, I would end you.
And I would name and shame them.
You wouldn't hear me on the internet.
Well, you would, mate, because I'd publicly humiliate them and name and shame them for what they did, so everybody knows what they did.
I'd do it a way that's very effective. In other words, they'll have no house, no car, no money in the bank.
Oh, Hannah.
Maybe a shirt on their back. I'm that kind of guy.
Hannah read it as Heiny.
What's tiny?
Heiny. Hannah read what Scarlett wrote as Heiny.
She's got Heiny on her mind. No. I'm very mature when it comes to someone crossing the line. Go ahead, do it with me and see what happens. There'll be no 4,000 hangouts talking about it. Oh, hello, Dory.
I had a look at her bush turkeys.
What's that?
She ended up emailing me the video that Dory Lynn did of the bush turkeys.
Were they as big as ours? Ours are monstrous turkeys,
our
bush
ones. Turkeys look completely different to their bush turkeys.
Mm. Yeah, ours are monsters. Yeah, I'd like to say, I found the conversation after a while cyclical, going around in big circles, Jojo, and not achieving anything, and still showing large buckets of immaturity. So.
Did you show Dory Lynn?
Oh yeah, Dory. Dory, do you want the 1.5 pound crunchy bar? They're huge. Or do you want the 1.5 pound fruit nut? You're not getting any of them. They're all mine. I don't know whether this last couple of generations have lived so much on the internet that they believe their bravado and nonsense is just okay.
And they believe it's funny, and they believe that they're untouchable.
Well, if you think harming people is funny, there's something wrong with your makeup. Harming people is not funny. Having a joke with people is fine. Yes, I imagine, Hannah, that your idea of saving chocolate is in your gob. Chocolate will help no matter what happens, even if it's intravenously fed.
Yep.
But I'm going to go and buy another at least 30 or 40 bars of them. Save them for Christmas, give them as gifts.
Did you tell Dory how much they were?
$3 for a pound and a bit of chocolate.
Australian.
Well, American, it's only about $2.20. That is cheap chocolate. I could import these into America. Get Dory Lynn and Hannah as my representatives. We could have a black market. Cadbury's chocolate's pretty good too.
Take it easy, Jojo.
See you later, Jojo.
Stay out of trouble.
So what shenanigans have been going on today? People of the north, tell people of the south what's been happening. We just had storms. Yeah, you might make a fortune. Imagine your house full of this. You need armed security. Just seems, I mean, is it me or I mean, I don't go into all these details about some of these obnoxious channels, to be honest. But is it me only that notices that all the so-called self-professed leaders and shining lights and, you know, of the so-called community are all going down the tube? It's not just me, is it? You've all noticed it. All the self-proclaimed champions at the bottom of YouTube are in the bin, in the bucket. It's a great belief of mine, just like some of you people I know in this room, that what goes around comes around. No, that's right, it's not. It's a great, the idea of being able to talk to you guys is good fun for us. We don't expect anything, and you don't expect anything. It's just catching up, having a laugh. But when you see people who do things to harm others, and then you see the consequences of their actions, what Scarlett just said is it in a nutshell. Karma's real. You know, you can, it's like the fat boy in the van, it's inevitable. Even though I say he's going to go down, just think of his lifestyle as he's had for the last 5 years. Miserable. A miserable existence. I caught about 10 minutes of a live stream of his today, and all he was saying to Rosie was, don't stop here. Look at that bad guy. This is a bad area. Oh my God, who's that behind us? And that's what he does every day. That's his existence. It's pitiful. And it's horrible. So he's definitely going down. The money well is definitely sounding a bit dry. Might be a few little numb nuts that come along and give a bit more, but I don't see it lasting much more at all. There'll be the teeth scam. There'll be the, you know, I've got kidney problems, my eyesight. I need a new toupee. Well, that's true. That's fair enough. We'll donate to that. In fact, I'm willing to donate $1,000 for that bold spot on the back to just simply say, cease to freedom is king. $1,000. And I want to see the tattooist digging deep, you know. So it's there for the rest of his life. Cease to freedom is king. Just on that bald spot. Mind you, it's getting pretty big. So vain, so deluded, and so alone. So I pity him. Not in a giving way, but I pity the lifestyle. It's awful.
Who cares? We've got chocolate.
Yeah, I don't, Dory, because of taking advantage of homeless people. I don't like that. That's when I stopped going there. That's just me. You can like her. I'm not going to tell you not to like her, but they're my reasons. I mean, I saw one video which I was really disgusted. The bloke was lying in the middle of the road. I think she made a faint attempt to help, Didn't help him at all. And then she walked away and someone donated $50 to her, and I'm thinking, so there's a guy lying in the middle of the road, you're filming him, and you get $50. Click. That's me done. Like I say, it's not that I hate her, I just don't think that's the right thing to do, and taking advantage of disadvantaged people to make money off. It's wrong in my eyes. That's just me. And you can say all the words you like and say, oh, it's entertainment and whatever, but not for me. It's not entertainment for me to see disadvantaged people being taken advantage of to make money out of. That's, like I say, that's just me. I don't say where people go. You go where you like. Uh-oh. I have another squall coming in. I may have to eat a bar of chocolate to get me through. Or two.
Keeping my dog and forever on my butt.
Been like this all day. All of a sudden it'll come in. We're going to get soaking wet. I will save the chocolate and leave the iPhone behind. No, we're only going to pop on here for a short while anyway. But I do see a lot of these self-professed kings falling down all over the place, and it's you know, it's come back to bite them in the bum, and that's what life does.
Yeah, I don't know how long our rain's going to last, Dory.
We don't get a lot of rain, so we don't mind it, to be honest, but it is a pain when you're getting wet. Of course, when the extensions go back, we'll be outside not getting wet. Am I buffering? Might be the weather.
We only get wet when it's windy.
Yeah, it's squalls. All this stuff comes from Antarctica. So when it comes in, it could just be gentle rain, or it could be big little pockets of cold air, gusty. Oh, I love rain, but like I say, we don't get a lot of it. But the chocolate was a win today. What else did we get today? Oh, we finalised our kitchen design. It's finalised now. So what's happening early in America today? What are people doing? It's Friday there, isn't it?
Doreen's going to chase the wild turkeys around the yard.
Are you going to catch one and cook it? That'll be a video. I'd watch that.
We're not allowed to catch our wild turkeys here. Only the Aboriginals are, but they're only allowed a certain amount.
Hello, Oz. How are you going? We may not be on for much longer. Yes. We'll do those. What I'm going to do is probably do a more comprehensive video of the build completely later. What I may do is short videos during the process to show you what's happening and why. But I think the more detailed ones about how things fit, what size it is and all that, we'll do those later. We're just seeing new hardwood floors go down. I'm looking forward to that. I love Jarrah, which is a very hardwood timber here. And then the back patio, the solar system. Well, you need a wood saw, Darren, apparently. Just a little hacksaw should do the job. It's not something. Well, we've done a lot of remodeling in the old cottage anyway. It's only that kitchen area there that gets totally gutted. The floor comes out and new boards come in which extend.
Well, not remodeling, just updating. Like...
Yeah, we updated a lot of the things in the cottage. But yeah, no, the new build's going to be pretty much straightforward. Big slab goes down, structure goes up, bricks go up, roof gets on, etc. Not going to show you 100% of everything.
No, because that gets boring.
Just get too boring. But, you know, just made you maybe once every couple of days show you how the progress is going. Yeah, you can take years doing things, or you can bite the bullet, you know, I mean, it's one of those things, and don't work and then play yourself into the house as well. All I have to do is unclip the lift. It wouldn't be legal in this country to put a wooden box, I'm afraid. And you certainly couldn't obscure your license plate. Ordered new rugs. Sounds interesting. No, there is no future for Fat Boy, I'm afraid. It has come to an end. It's a slow gurgle down the drain, but is inevitable. You can only burn so many people before you run out of people.
Oh, you go blurry every now and then.
We're halfway around the world. Yep. And we were the other halfway around the world recently ourselves.
And you're listening to Rain in Australia.
It's raining here 12 hours ahead of your time. So in 12 hours' time, you'll probably hear rain on your roof.
Rearrange the furniture every month. Wow.
This one here, you know, move it over there. Just what? No. Just put it forward. No. Just put it back where it was.
The worst thing is
yep.
you rearrange the furniture and your partner will come home and it's stuck and don't know you've done it. Trip over everything.
Yeah, we haven't had much rain, so we're not grumbling about it. I'm not a crowd pleaser today. What happened?
Nothing. Dory just said she likes Rosie and Bea, and that's all right. I like Rosie. I watch her. I can't. What's the word?
Well, I'm ambivalent to her. I don't dislike her. I just don't like what she does.
No,
there's a huge difference. You know what I mean?
I just watch the videos I like. If a video
yeah. If you like something, you watch it. Yeah. We don't even tell each other what we should watch. But some of the people on YouTube that have all these channels, they're all loners. I mean, I'd never heard of this guy, Melting John. Until the other day I was in a room and he's going on like a pork chop, ringing a bell saying, look at me, look at me.
The other month. No,
but he's, I'm sure he's funny to some people, but he's terribly lonely. He just walks around the one room eating macaroni cheese. That's all he does, walk around in the room and around and around and tell people he's going to block them. There are, but there are also some deceptive people who seem genuine, Dora, and you know, over the years, you come across them, and then you find out, it takes time, then you find out, well, you were misled. Sometimes it does take time. Some people are quite clever at being misleading and deceptive. Scarlett, that's one of the things that I avoid at all costs. It seems to be vendettas about irrelevant things that women in particular want to fight each other over. And at any given time in a 6 months period, she could be friends with her, and then they're not. And then they are, then they're not, and then 4 other people are not because I like you and I don't like her, so we all attack you, and then this mob over there. It's never ending. And what is it all about? Irrelevance. Just something somebody said, maybe read out of context.
Some of them. Melton John apparently puts spells on people.
Does he? Would he like to try and put a spell on me and watch it come back so fast his eyeballs would be extended? I have the power, Melton. You want to mess with the wizard? Go ahead. In fact, I'll give you a quick example. Melton John now has a cold. You can wait till the next video, whenever he does it. I haven't got him on the subscriber list, so I won't know. You can tell me. But he'll have a cold. It's a mild form of wizardry. Something I don't practice to really harm people. But there is, like I say, so many, what Scarlett was saying about arguments over nothing. And then there are bandwagons. In other words, the rooms that open up and the person will lead a charge against this particular person. of which no one knows, no one's met. $7 money. If you want quality content, then I need a new boat, maybe a jet ski. I'd go for the boat first, bugger the jet ski.
No worry, we're getting super chat for our US holiday first, Bucky. Get in line.
No, I could have used Super Chat for years. I will not. Really is for entertainment for me to catch up with people, have a laugh, and use YouTube as my storage bank. If you checked on my channel, you might see 700 videos. I've got over 1,100 videos, and I use it for storage. I've got certain videos which I keep up there, so I don't have to put them on a hard drive. Someone said to me, and my wife says, what if YouTube goes down? I go, oh well, that's just the way it is. Hello, Jinx. It's like Dory knows, I try to rattle out a tune, and I've probably got 30 or 40 songs I've done which are just hidden, because I didn't think they were good enough. But the wife and I were talking last night, we're going to put the one with me and her on. Might make a little album, put 5 or 6 of the songs on there, but she'll be on there as well. On the road again. She had a laugh in bed listening to that one last night.
I can't sing. I'm tone deaf.
Well, it's just as well you're athletic then.
Oh, you're right.
The reflexes of a panther.
Now just give me a couple of drinks and I can do anything, even fly a plane.
I'm a campfire singer, Dory. So the 5 or 6 people around a campfire never complain, because
Yes.
they're worse than me.
Jinx, show Jinx.
Jinx, I want you to hang onto the side of the wall for one moment. 1 and a piece pound of chocolate, $2.20 American. That's only one of them. Look at the size of it. Maybe look at the size. What vehicle is your van built on? Well, I don't have a van now, but I have built several over the years. I know quite a lot about off-grid and how to supply solar power to a vehicle.
Where did you put the other video up?
Which one?
When you took the other
Oh, the funny one. Yeah, I put that up just for fun.
Yeah, but I was going to
No.
fix that.
A zombie in a combi. I years with other people, and Dory was there at the time on many of these occasions, but there's other groups I was with. We helped each other in regards to working our way through delivering our own solar systems, and where we could find parts cheaper, where we could get inverters, etc., etc., grounding rods, fuse banks, the whole bolus of it all. And it was a great period of time where we had lots of people help each other. And I've always believed that this format is there for that reason. Well, Hannah, for me, it's like, I know what's going to happen. I'll go in that room and it'll just be recycled, re-rinsed for 5 to 6 hours, or 7 or 8. Same shit over a whole day. Doing nothing. When you can agree to disagree, you've got it. You don't like someone? Block. Someone says, can you see what's the name in chat? She's telling you that you're a knobhead. You go, no, can't see her. They lose all relevance when you block them. But for some reason, these fighting drama rooms, mainly of women, and I'm not being sexist because it's true, won't block each other. In fact, they'll use the words, I don't have you blocked. And I'm thinking, well, block her. But no, it's like they must know. Got to know. What did she say? What did she say? Unblock her. Unblock her. What'd she say? Oh, she wasn't talking about me. Right, block her again. Block her. It's nuts. I mean, if you think about the arguments that ensure, it's usually about nothing. There is no winner. And if you do win, let's say you win. I win. Yay. What did you win? Nothing really. It's like a lot of time, and you don't get time back. What you don't get is time. You can't go to a bank and say, look, I spent 6,000 hours on YouTube and I wonder if I could have half of that back. And the guy at the pearly gate says, no, you wasted that. Listening to all that rattle. Could have been gardening, fishing, pumping, something. Yeah. I see donations occur on two levels. One is the genuine person giving for the right reasons, for their reasons. And they usually find out that they've been duped. And then I see people, and this truly happens. I know it's a fact. I see people bait donating. In other words, I'm only using an example, Dory, I'm not saying it's you, never would be, but Dory Lynn gets someone else to donate $5. Dory Lynn says, oh, my dog's got a sore tail, got to take it to the vet, and, you know, oh, $5 from Mr. Smith, thank you. And then you have the bait occur where people say, oh, well, I'll give a couple of dollars. $2 from Mrs. Nobbs. All of a sudden there's a few $100s in there.
We'll just give chocolate.
Bait donating. You've got to be careful. It's emotive. Yeah, I don't really like her, but I'll give $20. If you're going to give anything, give it locally. Make some sandwiches up. Find a couple of homeless people. Give them a glass, well, not a glass, a bottle of water and some sandwiches. Uh-oh, here we are. The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. We're the same, Bucky. We'll often even whip around the family and find out if they've got a whole heap of clothing they don't need anymore, and we take it specifically to certain areas, like some school kids, parents can't afford uniforms, and we find some and give them to the school, and Bob's your uncle. Are some parents not good? Yeah, that's true, but that's not the child's fault. Get what I'm saying? And to be led down the path of being homeless is available for everyone. And if you think you're not in that category, you're wrong. What I'm saying is circumstance can lead you to become homeless. I've seen many examples. Good people become homeless. Can you hear that wind ripping in? Woo. I won't be much longer out here. But just to give because somebody tells you to give, it's just absurd. It's not only is it wrong, it's deceptive, it's misleading, and it's just awful. You know, imagine me telling you right now, Dory, unless you give me $20, I'm going to boot you, and you're not coming back until I get $30. That's awful. That's really bad. You know, I just, like I say, for that particular person, it's coming to an end. It's reached a natural plateau now. You're good, Dory. You're good for another decade with us. No taxes required. But overall, this donation thing's gone mad in the last 2 years. You all know that. All these people trying to do the right thing by other people. Someone needs an oven. Someone needs a trip to Disney. The best way of actually getting money is to one how or another work for it. It's so rewarding to go somewhere and you know, yeah, that's the dime I earned. No one has to pay your way. It goes back to that old adage about, you know, the world owes me a living. Seeds channel hates me, Dory Lynn. Do I? I don't think so, Hannah. I don't hate anyone. I'm ambivalent about a few people, like shake my head, wonder what the hell they're doing. Crazy. Well, we do the same. As you know, we've got lots of them. But hate is a wasted energy. Just because you dislike what people do, you don't have to hate them. You just have to avoid them. Just clear them from your life. Some people go out of the way to find a way to hurt other people. because they hate them. And all they're doing is bringing themselves down either to the same level or worse. I'll try and finish this half cigarette. It's getting very windy. So guys, I hope you have a great day, whatever you're doing. It's Friday where you are, and it's Friday where I am, but not much longer. And I hope, if that's the case, your weekend is great. Actually, yeah, that's pretty close to my motto too. I like to think that when I leave this planet, the only thing I leave is footprints in the sand. I'm not after a legacy. I'm not after being remembered for anything in particular. Just footprints in the sand. So if you're quick enough when I'm gone, and as the wave comes in and wipes them away, you can say, oh, I think I can make an antlion of seeds footprint. It's bloody enormous. Anyway, on that note, you have a great Friday night, and hope the weekend does you well as well. So it's goodbye from the chocolate thief. You're not going to get far. I'm fast. And it's good night for me. Have a good one. See you later, guys.